Santikos Palladium AVX is a place the whole family can enjoy. A perfect choice for a first date. A luxurious place to relax with friends. Where the latest technology meets a classic pastime. It's not just a theater, but an experience. Santikos Palladium AVX, bringing back the grandeur.
This is the former Santikos Palladium. Demolition has recently commenced on this iconic theater, and soon it will be no more than a pile of rubble. But just 13 years after it opened. Plans to construct this modern-day Greek palace began in the summer of 2011. On May 16, 2013, the Palladium opened its doors under the San Antonio theater chain Santikos Theaters. It wasn't just another multiplex, it was a statement. Santikos called it a theater that would change the movie-going experience forever, and it would be the grandest theater ever in our 101-year history. Spanning more than 180,000 square feet, the Palladium featured 22 oversized auditoriums, including luxury AVX screens, VIP dine-in theaters, a bowling alley, and a full range of dining options.
Alright, check it out. Thank you guys.
For a moment, it felt like cinema was alive again. The Palladium wasn't just a theater, it was the place to be.
Santikos Theaters.
Well, Santikos is a household name.
Santikos Entertainment announced today.
Just 4 years later, in 2017, Santikos transferred all of its Houston operations to Regal. The company chose to refocus on its San Antonio market, and Regal took over. It was the beginning of a slow unraveling. As Palladium aged, changes were subtle at first, but then impossible to ignore.
Concerns about the coronavirus that continues in public venues.
Fast-breaking developments in the coronavirus emergency in the U.S. and around the world. The number of cases soaring
Good
just
afternoon,
today.
everyone. We're coming on the air to bring you the very latest right now on the coronavirus pandemic. It is for
Regal Cinemas announced the closure of its 536 movie theaters across the United States.
The COVID-19 pandemic hit the world hard, and it forced Regal to close all 500 of its theaters worldwide.
The world's second largest movie theater chain has filed for bankruptcy. Cineworld is announcing it's filing for Chapter 11 protection. The British company owns Regal Cinemas and has more than 500 movie theaters across the country.
In 2022, Regal declared bankruptcy, and Palladium was one of 39 theaters that was sold off.
Movie theater in Richmond is once again changing hands. The Regal Grand Parkway, formerly known as the Palladium, now has a message listed on its website that it's closed. Regal bought the location from San Antonio-based Santikos back in 2017. Now Cinemark is taking over that theater.
In August of 2023, Cinemark officially took over operations. But by then, the damage had already been done. The cracked old leather seats remained and were not replaced. Streaming had changed habits. blockbuster culture had faded and the magic was harder to hold on to. Cinemark was a ghost town and was dying. In April 2025, Cinemark vacated and sold the property. Palladium's lights went out. For good. With no cinema chain moving in, Palladium sat empty. Sitting abandoned, the climb moved quickly. Videos shared on Instagram and TikTok brought attention to the abandoned location. Windows were shattered, walls were tagged, doors were forced open. Inside, auditoriums were looted and stripped. Projectors vanished. Seats were torn apart. Once a magical place to be, was a horrific sight to see. In January of 2026, fireworks were set off inside the building, igniting a fire in one of the auditoriums. The palace that once promised to change the movie-going experience forever was now scarred by smoke and silence. For months it stood empty, a hollow monument to what it once was. With the building falling, it is still unknown what will replace Palladium. Another development, another strip center, another anonymous structure. But one thing is for certain. The memories contained within its walls will be in our hearts forever. And for those who grew up beneath its glowing lights, it will always be a gathering place, a symbol of growth, and a promise of something grand.